welcome back to the Dumb Guys podcast. He's this guy, I'm that guy. Welcome to the podcast. With you, how you doing?
I'm blessed footboard, obviously,
I
as
deserve an
always.
award for that, you know.
I mean, it was subpar. It was subpar. It was like sort
But
of,
for me,
you know what I mean?
though, you know, I tried.
Yeah.
I tried. We're back again with a good friend Fawwaz in it. Fawwaz, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm surviving.
Bless man. The topic for today is it's like the UK music scene versus versus the American scene, the US scene. First of all, like I wanted to start off with you guys, your opinion on like maybe UK artists you like, maybe the opinion of the whole scene, like the whole vibe of it. Like first of all, which artists would you say you like from the UK?
For me, obviously, you might know it. I like Huncho, I like Huss, I like Dave. I like Chip whenever Chip drops music. Those are people I'd say like probably take up the majority of my playlist for UK music. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
Then obviously the drill scene, which I don't really, it's very to me. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. It's opinion, isn't it?
it's just
Personally, for me, I love Joe From, but just one of the. It's just one of them ones,
I
isn't
feel
it?
like they're all the same though, really. Like this was
Nah,
about
but
what,
there's different
chip a
ones.
man
There's
up and then getting Gilly. Like
but the thing is that you could use the argument for all type of music, innit? Like they like it's I don't know. I understand your point though, but I think there's a way you can like make it sound different each time. Like I feel like there are a lot of Joe rappers that like I don't know, they try to copy maybe one type of artist, but the artists are at the top. They're
yeah,
different because of they've got something different, like whether it's their flows, their wordplay. Like there's some Joe rappers that don't even use punchlines and they just talk about the trap and they just say it with like what do you call it?
a
Like
good flow and
that boss mentality. Like you just believe like they've got the like
oh
reality.
yeah,
Like you
that's
believe
one
what
thing
they say.
I respect about drill rappers. But certain ones they talk and you can hear them. You know they're
Innit?
scary guys.
Or they will like they'll tell you, rah, I hope you can hear that.
yeah, the ice
Yeah,
cream
I
man.
Yeah, dickhead, fam. But anyway, yo, how loud is I wanna be, fam? Aye, sorry. Anyway, like you get some rappers that like will just like, for example, some of them will just tell you about their life. Like it seems crazy, but that's the life
I
they
like
lived.
them. I like those.
Yeah, those are
I like the storytelling ones. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
bring me along with you. Don't like don't rap to me about stupid stuff because that's what everyone's doing. Do you know what I mean? Like yeah, it might sound good, but do you stand out? Like obviously, I only named like four artists. Obviously, I have more UK artists on my thing, but like
Yeah,
those ones are the ones that stand out. Like if I was showing people UK music, those are the guys I go to. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
hear that. What about you for us? Who you mess with from the UK?
Like Rian said, I think like Dave, J House, Honcho, Bugsy sometimes. I just prefer like if there's like a story to it, or you can actually feel like they're putting like their feelings into the song. That's the kind of music I listen to. That's why I don't listen to Joe that often because like half of their ones they're like not like relatable, but like it's
I hear
nothing,
that.
nothing like proper. They're all
Yeah, links
saying,
to you.
yeah,
I hear that. I hear that. For me, I don't know. I really love UK music. Like I love like there's. I feel like there's a lot of John. Personally, for me, I prefer the UK music scene in terms of musically to like compared to American scene because
Yeah,
I mean I'm a
yeah.
big I'm
We're
a
more
big fan of
talented.
music in general. Yeah, and I feel like the fact that there's less of us. I don't know. I feel like in UK in general we have the like take no shit type of like mentality. Like in America, people like Lil Pump. Is it Lil Pump? Lil Pump? Yeah, Lil Pump.
Yeah, Lil
Yeah,
Pump, like Gucci
it
Gang,
sounded weird in my mouth. I don't know why, but yeah,
because he's not
Lil
a real
Pump.
artist. That's why.
Nah, he's kind of a vibe, innit? But like people like him, he's got a song almost a billion views that just says Gucci Gang. If you get what I mean? Like in the UK, shit like that can never run. Like we've had like our main rappers like Michael Daffer, but like it wasn't like he was terrible, innit? Like it was just
He's
like
not a rapper.
it was
He's a
like a
comedian.
jokey thing.
no, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it
that's
was a
what I mean.
jokey
But
thing.
like,
No,
bro,
he's
some
literally
Americans,
a
that's the only song
comedian.
they know from the UK.
Yeah, that's on them, innit? Like Sadman all day, innit? He's a comedian. He knows he's a comedian. He makes songs all the time, but it's a
He
joke thing,
doesn't.
innit? The only difference
Yeah,
between him and what's called Michael Dapper is that Michael is that man's not hot blue. Do you know what I mean? Roll Safe
Yeah,
was in the booth as well, yo.
yeah.
Like
We'll say, shout out to Will Smith for
they're
that
not
shit.
rappers, yo.
Iris is a goat. But now, like I feel like just in general in the UK, we have like that take no shit type of like we won't allow like if you're shit, you just won't blow. And like if you have
Yeah,
the talent, no matter what, you will blow or you have some kind of recognition. It's just whether you take like if you take it upon like for example like a great story, someone like Dino from nigga started off in the playground making music and he
The
saw the
playground.
opportunities and
got the
he
backflip,
started going at it, bro. Look at his boy too, fam. His boy was doing it with his boy and his boy was like the one that was a bit more popular in it. Like obviously, Dino, I think Dino had more clout, but like I said, the other guy, the AJ, he was a bit more popular. But like I'm not saying AJ didn't like. Shout out to AJ if you watch it, but like as in, I feel like Dino stuck to it. He started going through it. And bro, you seen him with like you seen him on tracks with like with Krypton Corner, with J1, with DBE, bro, with bare people. Swams, him and Swams have got a sick relationship. Like and that bro, they've got bare songs together. Like I
yeah.
feel like he's been one of the front runners. He even dropped a song with Polo G the other day. Like
Oh, you see, I heard that, but I was meant to go check it out. But you know how I am. When I say I'm meant to check something out, it gets
yeah, it's
longer.
actually really good. It's really good. But nah, just in general though, I feel like UK like if you're meant to blow, you will blow.
Mm,
But
mm.
obviously, there's a massive differences between like between us and America is the fact that the population, like
Mm.
our success is different to their success. Like for example, a million views to us is massive for us, but for them because like their population is probably almost 10 times, if not more than that, of our populations.
That's a stinker for them. Do you know what I mean?
Like
That for them is
exactly,
bad. Well, obviously, it's a
exactly.
good track in it, but like, it's not really like, yeah,
Our 1 million is
easy.
their 10 mil.
Trust me. Mm.
True.
But like these man, like they like that's why you can't. When people try to tell me UK scene versus like, as in like, if you want to compare UK rapper to an American rapper, you can't. I
You
don't
can't talk
think
about the numbers.
you
You
can
can't
never
talk
talk
about the
about
numbers.
numbers because
Yeah,
it's very different. But I just feel like in
But
general though, we're going on.
no, for me, the reason in it, it's like a difficult one because it depends what you listen to music for in it. Like, if you're talking
Mm-hmm.
about like talent, as in like how you flow, how you put like how your lyrics are put together, like the quality of your lyrics, Seth, not just like the flow of it. You know what I mean? Like, I'd probably say we are better rappers than them.
Most definitely,
yeah.
because I feel like it's like I think it's not their fault, but it's like they have a lot of in their country. First of all, people that are blowing, people like Lil Baby, Dirk, all this type of man, and then all these kids try to copy them. So there are a lot of replicas of them, and
They're
like their
losing
worst
the art
versions.
of rap. You know what I mean?
Exactly,
Like,
they're just gonna be
obviously,
like, I want to be
who
like
are
Lil
we
Durk.
to decide that? But, like, obviously, who are we? We're not like big music guys to come and be like, oh, the art of rap is lost. But like, I feel like here is closer to like an actual talent rather than there is just a sound. You know what I mean? Like, if you listen to
Yeah,
your boy rapping in the flipping at lunch in the canteen, bro, and you put a beat on it, it will sound a lot like some of these guys in America, yo. And your boy is not even a rapper like that.
so no, I hear that. Like, I just feel like there are a lot of like, and the people that like deserve so low, people that have. The thing is that I feel like the Americans don't really care about talent; they just want to vibe, like their vibe only, or
I
like they
think they
just
didn't
want
listen to
lips.
the lyrics either. It's just they listen to the beat, and if the beat's hard, they're
Exactly.
like, yeah, it's a good. But like if you listen to the lyrics, it's like this is trash.
They don't even catch about it. I think that some of the rappers are really talented, but Americans like when I watch some of the reactors, these men are so oblivious to the bars, or like they won't even
Like,
clock it.
you'll be vexed though. You'll be vexed if you were like a UK type rapper in America because like even when they react to our music every once in a while, they miss every bar. So if you're like a UK type rapper,
They
you're there,
see they
you're
can't
dropping them
understand you. They
bars,
think you're speaking a
and
different language.
nobody's hearing your bars. You won't even you'll stop putting bars in your song, bro, because they don't get it
Exactly.
anyway.
One time, exactly. They don't care. And then these ones, they be like, "Oh, I got drip like what? Oh, drip like Fiji. This and that. Oh, this and that. Look at my this. I just actually this and that. And that's the same formula they stick with. Like not to say that the UK sees like amazingly like not diversity. Like I feel like everybody has like their own a lot like their own section in the scene. Like you've got
Mm.
people like let's say in a corner you've got your auto tune guys the best at auto tune in the UK. So we're talking about
Or
the
these
Honcho, the
wave
DBs, yeah, the wave music. So you've got like DBE, Honcho, Nath, those type of people. Then we've got maybe like let's say Afrobeat type good vibes music. You've got One Ace and Hardy Caprio, all those
Yeah.
type of people there. You know,
Western.
you've got maybe drill. Yeah, oh yeah,
Oh,
oh
Western,
yeah. Put
yeah.
Western. You know, I was gonna say Western one a different one, but you know what? You can put Western
Actually,
there.
what were you gonna say? Western with?
I don't know. I feel like they're just in a wave of their own. I can't lie.
They
Like
really are,
maybe
you
like
know.
dance hall type of like just like Afro. To be honest,
Just
no, you're
good
right.
vibes.
They're
Good
just
vibes.
good
Good
vibes.
vibes.
Like they're just nah. Shout out to Western 100 fam. Like them, man. They're just too cool. Like people
Sorry,
start
innit? This
sleeping.
might be low key off topic, innit? But like, speaking of Western and like Western and NSG, innit? Obviously, I want to ask Fawwaz first, innit? Because I already know how Muhiz feels.
Western.
Which one? Western or
Western.
Energy?
Western,
When I
fam.
come.
Like
Alright, cool.
Energy,
But
yeah,
like,
they dropped some good songs. But like, well, I think 3 of them songs are just like repetitive. And I think they
They're
only
not.
got blown up because of that, because of Options. Options, no, that was a good song. But then the other songs,
Yeah,
but it wasn't even like
mm,
because they were good. It's just because of Options that everyone was trying to get that hype. But
exactly. The
Western,
dance,
their team is bang every time, fam. Like not every song, but like comparing Western to NSG, that's funny, fam.
I say NSG have like they have a probably about like a 60% hit rate, but Western is like more close to 80, closer to 90 hit rate.
I
You know what I
can't. The
mean?
last
Like,
time I nah Western like especially their singles never miss. Like I've never not liked the single, but I'd say when they dropped them. I think was it I forgot. They dropped like a tape or something.
Western season 2.
Yeah. Like there was some songs I didn't like download. Not that I didn't like it. It's just I just didn't like download. But I wouldn't say it hit.
But
But with
to be fair
NSG's
to
one,
NSG,
Jesus, oh
they've promised, yeah, they've promised, right, that obviously they had their Roots mixtape in it. They promised that obviously that was a mixtape, so the songs on there they're like it's like they're all singles basically just put together. But like they promised
Yeah.
their album is gonna show you a new level to them because obviously if you go from OT Bop and Options, yeah, obviously that's like a one level. Then you get Roots, Grandad, Lupita, all these songs. There, I say that's like a step up in it. So
Yeah,
we can
yeah.
see they've stepped up already, and they're promising us that they're gonna step up again. So obviously, like they're
shout
not
out to
Western.
NSG in it, but I don't want to seem like a
I
hate
rate
thing
them.
because nah,
I
I think
rate them.
I
Obviously,
like, but I don't know. I feel like they just like I don't know how to explain it. Like it's just I feel like they're just like yeah, I think they're rappers just in general that don't need to drop albums or tape like maybe tape on an album. Like there are some rappers that we just don't have the demand for. Like for example, someone like Tion Wayne. Like I don't know who really wants to be like. Shout out to Tion Wayne. Like I like his music, I like his features, but I don't really want to be hearing a Tion.
I don't know.
Bro, and the thing is that they don't really do that well. To be honest, they don't really do that well. To be honest, like
I've
as
never
in
listened to a Tion Wayne album. I've never listened to a Tion Wayne
I once
song.
did, and I was
Uh,
disappointed after. I was heavily disappointed after. Fam.
I
I've
was
never
Like
vibing
listened
to
to a
it's
Tion
the
Wayne
Tion
like
same
that.
thing
Wayne
over and
song.
over again. Like with NSG, I don't think like sometimes I don't know. I feel they're just singles guys. And like I was even talking to him one day. I was saying that I wish they did more features, but more time. Every time they do a song, it's basically a feature because there's 7 man in the whole group, like
Oh,
6 or 7 man in the
Yeah,
group. Like
I
and even if
remember
you
that, bro. With 7 Man, you can't do a feature.
you can't.
I like to be honest, you can, but like the other one get the thing
There's
is
not
that you
enough
have to
room in
make
the
sure the feature
studio,
has a long.
bro.
You have to because the song will be 10 minutes long. That's how you gotta make sure the feature has a long like a quite a decent sized verse. Then the others have like maybe like a couple bars, like not too long, so that you can
Two
fit
bars,
everyone on.
bar for bar, bro. Round robin. Is that what we're on?
Exactly, bro. Yeah, they have to. Because the song with Nines was really good, and I like that format. That's the same thing. It was the
Mm.
same format for like for options too. Because I don't know. I don't know. There's just something about them where like I feel like I don't like they're good. They're vibes, but I wouldn't call them rappers if you go. I mean, like what they're saying is it. Remember that time when I sent you one of their freestyles on Snapchat? Like more time,
Yeah.
like whoever it was, I don't know. I just thought it was talking rubbish, really. Like when you actually listen to what he was saying. But if you hear on a song with an auto tune, it's a vibe. You know what I mean? Like I ain't trying to
Yeah,
hear you for your lyrical ability, but I'm trying to hear you at a good vibe. I'm trying to hear you at a party. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I rate them. I think obviously right now they're at certain levels, but I don't believe that this is their final form at all. But which is good though, because the thing
I
is,
can't say how they get better though. I don't think I think them and Joe will be very upsetting.
no, there was I
they
wouldn't
can't do. They
I
will
wouldn't
do J
expect
Will,
I
fam.
wouldn't expect them. Because even obviously I like Dave in it. I was gonna say I love Dave in it, but no such thing in it. Like Dave's my G in it. He's not my G. I don't know him, but I rate his music. Do you get me? Yeah.
But
But when he hopped on a drill track, it wasn't even a bad track. Do you get me? Like it was a very, it was
same.
common, but it wasn't for me. It wasn't Dave. Do you know what I mean? Like
It wasn't for me. It wasn't really like it was a guy rapping on drill. I wouldn't really label it as drill.
yeah,
Like it was
it
like
was
him showing
just
off his
like
ability on
very.
drill, but it wasn't. I didn't download it. I didn't really like it. Like
I haven't even
I know
listened to
you
it, you
can
know.
go on drill. It's all right. Like it's probably like a 6, 7 out of 10.
Not right.
Like
Exactly.
I'd rather hear him
But
on rap or like
when
this.
you hold him to 8 and he
Yeah,
drops you a 6, it's like.
it's
I
disappointing.
wouldn't like from the songs I've seen him do. Like I'd rather hear him on a singing thing. Like, for example, remember him on No Words, the classic song. Like stuff
Yeah,
like I'd rather hear him do a singing thing or when he does. I think he sings on what's that song on his album? I forgot what it's called, but like he does some singing things.
Purple Heart.
Yeah, there's no Purple Heart.
no,
It's,
that's he
it's
doesn't
like,
sing on
I
that
was
one.
thinking it's Purple Heart, but I don't know if you know what it is. You know what it is. Or comment down below if you know what it is. But like, I'd rather hear him on a singing thing than Joke. I know he can do it. It's not like he can't do drill, but it's like
It's not his scene.
or if he was
Drill's
on a
not
feature
for
on a
him.
drill song, yeah.
No, but for him, innit, I think because he's already got the game, you know what I mean? He's completed story mode, man's just doing side missions, you get me?
Yeah, for
So I feel
sure.
like he was just doing the drill thing, like, I don't even think he really, like, it wasn't even a thing for him. He just
But
was
there's
like,
another drill snippet
yo,
though, you know.
I can do that, you know what I mean?
There was
Yeah,
another
that
drill
one,
snippet
when I
though.
heard that one,
That one
I
sounds
heard that one
hard.
before I heard Paper Cuts, and I was like, this is gonna bang. But then he didn't drop it. He dropped Paper Cuts, and I was like, what is, like, this isn't what I was
You know one thing
expecting.
that annoys me about Drake. You know one thing that annoys me towards. I didn't know I was gonna mention it here, but like I'm gonna just use the opportunity now. Like when people tell me that they think Dave is number one, like in the UK, like in general, I can't give it to them because solely for the fact that he doesn't drop enough. Like this was my main point. This
I
guy,
agree.
Yeah.
he
We
hasn't
have this
dropped this whole
conversation
year.
a lot, and I do think Dave is one of the best rappers we have. But
Most
I would
definitely
like
top
to
5
see
for
him.
sure. But no.
I would like
The
to
thing is,
see him drop more. Maybe not as much as DBE because they drop
Yeah.
a lot, but like more than he's giving us at least. Do you know what I mean?
but you can never say more than he's giving us because this nigga hasn't dropped anything this year. Not even a
Yeah,
feature.
so obviously more than nothing. Do you
No,
know what I mean?
no. I'm saying what you're saying is wrong, but then like he needs to drop. Like we're in September now, and this guy has not even dropped a single or a feature. If you know what I mean. Like I'm trying to say that you can't be number one like this because, bro, you say DB dropping off. That's the thing. That's one issue that I have with the UK scene is the fact that we think that people are dropping too much because we have people like would you guys arguably say Drake's the biggest in the world?
Yeah, but listen. The thing is with Dave though, with Drake, sorry, is that he messes with his hit ratio. Do you know what I mean? Like because he drops so often, he messes with the amount.
But the thing is that, bro, he got the GOAT status, isn't it? Like he got the top status, and the thing is that, bro, if Drake is dropping singles, features, and he's dropped a mixtape, an album soon, who is Dave not to drop a single?
No,
Like I understand it's your
Yeah.
choice, but you can't then like not to say that he thinks that, but the other person can't say David like talent wise, I'd probably put him there, but in general, I can't put him number one.
I'll put him number one for talent. Obviously, he's not really I get what you mean because even in the boxing thing, innit, if you win the title belt, you have to fight every so often to
Defend your
defend it.
championship.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's there, but I don't think he's bothered. Like I don't think he makes
But then
music
that's why
for us to
but that's why I
be
think
like
there's a
number
massive
one.
difference between UK rappers and American rappers. In like the thing is that rappers in the UK will say I've got good work rate. Niggas, you just did it before. You complained about DB, but DB haven't even dropped enough this year, bro. These American artists, these man, they're dropping all the
In my
time.
mind, they haven't dropped enough this year. Where do you
They've
want
only
them
dropped.
to live?
They've only dropped like four singles. That's it. No, 3 singles in fact. Yeah, 3 singles. That's nothing, bro. Bro, these American rappers, bro. Young Boy's dropping his second or third like album. No, he's dropping his
Yeah, but the
album in
thing is though,
September.
it's probably not gonna. The thing is with that UK scene, like Dave, when he drops an album, he drops it well, like it bangs. But with Americans, they can drop how many they want, but maybe like not even like a whole
why does it
album
have
bang,
to
like a
be like
couple
that
songs.
though? Why does it have
No,
to
but
be
like
like that though?
that's just gonna mess up your thing though. Like
Have you listened?
No,
You've
but
listened to
you should
Psychodrama
trust
all
in
the way
your
through,
music though,
right?
shouldn't you? You should trust in your craft, and then Because I feel like
you
if you know
listen
you're
to
making
Psycho
good
Drama
music, you
album?
shouldn't have to worry.
Yeah,
Your
but Dave
audio's
could just be
doing waves, by
doing
the
his
way.
stuff in his studio now. You never know, like in a couple months' time, he just one of the best albums that we hear. Like maybe it could be
Hopefully,
like
innit?
more consistent, but like with American rap, I feel like they just like if they find like a beat, they'll just say something, then they'll just put it out. Then if they
Oh,
don't
save me
like,
right
cause
now. Save me right now. Save me right
what?
now. Save me right now.
Nah, like cause you know like Drake, that drill song Drake did, I didn't even finish listening to that song. Like Drake, yeah, he's a good rapper, but like, why are you dropping? That's not your thing. Like, why is he
Please,
doing?
and again, something with Ahmed. That's the only line I remember, bro.
I can't remember at all. Like, and then like, there's some features like, oh, what's that? Nah, there's some feature that just mess up a whole song. Like, yeah, he's a good artist, but like, you didn't need to be on that thing.
Wait,
I can't. When I find it, let me say it again. I
But I
can't
just feel like
remember,
rappers,
bro.
you don't need to worry about being perfect all the time because eventually, like no matter if
I
you
get
say if you drop all these, like for example, as we said, Dave, he's dropped all these songs, but then for example, he dropped Paper Cuts. Maybe that was like for some people that was probably one of his best songs. Before other people, like no matter what, however you think the goods, however you think the song, however good you think the song is, to somebody else it may not be that good. If
Yeah,
you get what I mean. So like
I get
obviously if the quality of the song is good, the quality of the song is good, but you should be able to like the thing is that you shouldn't have to worry about your quality being bad because that just shows you as a rapper. If you get what I
so.
mean.
What do you? So do you think that But also that's why I think we all agree that UK have more talent than America in it. But like, I think we think that because if we were to say like the average UK rapper has like what maybe let's say like 20 songs, yeah, and we're to take 20 songs from an American rapper, and you were to take their 20 best songs, yeah, then I think like obviously we might see they're on levels to us, but because they drop quality over quantity, it lowers our view of
But
them
that's
as a
even
whole. Do you know what
arguable
I
as
mean?
well because that's even arguable as well because there's some rappers that drop from once in a while, but there's songs like you could arguably say that's not the best of them. Like they can do better if you know what I mean.
yeah,
Like
No, if you're
I
doing that, then you're trash.
that's something I feel like in UK we're a bit lazy with our music. Like they think they're bigger than they actually are. Like if Drake somebody's got 60 mil Spotify listeners is dropping every so often, and you that's like got 1 million Spotify listeners, and you're dropping however so often, like however little so often, you know, like
yeah. But I
you
feel like
have to
that
get
kind
to
of
the top.
comes
You're
down
not
to
getting
like
what
their
you're not
supporters as
getting what
well.
I'm saying, bro.
No, but if you think about
Listen,
it,
I would
with the
rather
UK,
I'd
Who's
rather wait
talking?
a year.
wait,
You
now
go,
let
you
Reem
go.
speak. Now Reem, you go.
I'd rather have flipping an album like Psychodrama with a storyline, which obviously is not easy. That's different to just making flipping 12, 13 tracks. To have them all go in order of a storyline and a common theme and
Yeah,
everything, do you know what I
and
mean?
then wait for
I'd
another
rather
year for
have
another
that.
one.
Obviously, a year's a bit long in it, but like things like that, because when you're rapping about real stuff with structures and
No, but
everything,
that's different though. An album's different, bro. Like, bro, rappers will drop an album, bro. I'm saying, what about mixtapes where you can just drop a compilation of songs you made in the studio? Like in a mixtape, you can understand that maybe some songs won't be up to the quality of the artist's best ability, but that's the essence of a mixtape. It's like for the fans, if you know what I mean. Or not even just if you did want to drop a mixtape, how do you drop some singles? Do you know what I mean? Like like the thing is that your fans are just waiting there. Like
I'm
as
getting
loyal as
your
your
point
fan base
now.
is, they're listening to
I'm getting
somebody else. Like somebody you're like in all those months you could have dropped something. Your fans are now going somewhere else, and next thing you know, like for me, it's even happened where like I'm a fan of somebody, like I really have effort them a lot. Then I realize they're not dropping that much. Then the new person's dropping. You know what? I effort that person more now because
Yeah,
they're supplying my demand. You know,
mm.
like think
That
about
was
all the
that
things
was
like
me with Nathan Huncho, to be honest. That was me with Nathan Huncho because I knew Nate
yeah.
before I knew Huncho, but then obviously Huncho came and took it. Do you know what I mean?
And they just started. Then you drop. That's what I'm saying. The reason why the people that are at the top of the scene are like at the top is because of their work rate. People like Huss and and Dave, they have the name, they have the household name. So when you talk about J Huss, you know what he's given. They've already dropped number one albums, like you know what they're capable of. But then you've got the hunches of DBEs that are dropping from time to time. They're doing
yeah. But
features,
J Hus
international
had
features and
that
stuff.
time when he was in jail, and I don't think he could do much then.
No, but obviously that's understandable. But I'm saying is in from the time he's come out of jail, he's dropped. I wouldn't even say a single because it was an album. He's dropped the album and the freestyle. and it's almost 2 years since he's been out of jail. Like, come on, you know what I mean? Like,
Nice.
US rappers when they're coming out of jail, obviously you got your fresh own song, but then you're dropping this, like you should want to, as a rapper, you should want to
Them man
feel your
spend,
fans.
them man go to US rappers treat like they treat going to jail like it's a flipping writer's vacation. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Like them man go in there with their notepads ready to like flipping record and like write all the songs. You know what I mean? They're discovering albums in the jail, and it's like, did you even really like? Were you even in punishment, bro? You just used it as time to write. But for us, jail is jail. When people go jail, it's like they come back with maybe one song. But then again, I do get what you're saying. We do need to up our production rate a bit.
Because bro, when you're out of jail, you've been held down. You're ready. You should have the desire to do like. But to see someone like Unknown T, he did the fresh home thing like like I can't even fault it. He came out, he dropped singles like every two weeks. Then he dropped a tape. Like that's how you do it. There's hype around your name. You build it, so your tape can do the best. And he's dropping features. And the thing is that one thing is that once you drop the tape, you don't actually have to drop a single straight away. Like you can drop a song in the tape as a single. So it doesn't mean you have to actually drop.
I
Like
get
I'm not
that.
I'm not saying rappers should drop every week, but it's not like any drop. Like just like there's the thing is that these men have over however many songs really unreleased. Like every rapper has at least 200 songs unreleased. Like I'm not even saying you should drop every week, but like maybe once a month or once every 2 months. You shouldn't have to
Yeah.
leave your fans waiting because, bro, if even if I don't get a single from that rapper, I know I'm expecting the feature. That's
Yeah,
that's something.
Tuesday, I give you that. I give you that. I give you that. I
And
get
in
what
the
you're
UK,
saying now, innit?
because the thing is that but as much as I love the UK scene, I know there's the issue with it. Like we don't release enough, and that's why these men are richer than us. They're getting on the charts. These men, they're just doing their thing. They're getting on our charts. They're getting on their charts. You know, if you're gonna make that bridge, you gotta have the work. Like, there's one thing to be like, oh yeah, I've got work rate. I'm in the studio all the time. But what's the point? You're cooking all the time, but you're not showing anybody the meal you've made. You know, there's nothing.
Yeah.
You got nothing to show for it. I feel like there's just
Tuesday.
there's just things we could do to 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 make sure that we can build the gap between. Because I feel like the American gap. I mean, the American scene is so much. There's like a level between ours and theirs. Like as in, they seem like almost fantasy. Like it's amazing if you get a feature from someone in America. Or like you want to have a feature with them, but they don't really have the drive like that for us. That we need to make it equal to so we can have respect, so that they can have the
It
mutual
makes sense.
respect.
It makes sense because they really and truly, they like, they, as we said before, they, when they hear UK music, they do think KSI, they do think Michael Zappa in it. But then when they actually like listen to our
Listen,
music, they're like, wow, this is cold. You
Nah,
know what I
but
oh,
mean?
the KSI thing though, that's like the YouTubers and everything because he has like a massive YouTuber
No, but look
thing
at
in it.
KSI versus someone like DDG. DDG came from YouTube, but he's kind of like more respected as an
nah,
actual
not
artist.
really, not really. He
Than
literally just quit.
KSI.
Nah, not even, bro. You know he quitted YouTube because he wants to take music seriously. Like he doesn't even drop no more because of that. Literally, that was his sole reason, so people can respect it because he still feel like the things that I don't get because like one thing with the whole like it's a good segment now with the YouTube rapper thing. I don't understand it because at the end of the day, the same people that watch his YouTube are the same people that listen to that rapper. Like the
Yeah,
same kids that go to KSI's concert, similar. You see at Heady One concert, you know what I mean? Like you ain't seeing grown people like if you get my point. Like I feel like these like YouTubers and rappers as well, they have that. I mean, like rappers have the idea that oh, my fan base is grown. I am a little 12-year-old kid listening to me. But more time, all of these OFB little kids, are they not the ones that aren't they KSI fans too? If you know what I mean. And like
yeah.
if you're actually deeper, you know KSI is one of the biggest rappers in the UK, if not the biggest,
He
I
is,
number
man.
wise.
hate that one. I don't
He
like
is.
it, but it is true. But I don't like it. Like it just annoys me to hear
Like
people
you
say
just have
that.
to, because bro, DP, I don't think anybody has the same monthly listeners as he does. If not, in fact, I'll check it now. The biggest I'd say is probably in terms of
When them
monthly
man had
listeners, I'd
their
probably
diss
say
track
Stormzy.
season, though, when
Bro,
them man had their diss track season, though, that was like prime
That
time
was
me
hefty,
listening to
fam.
KSI, bro. I was like, what, year 8 or year
Oh,
9,
never
bro.
mind.
I was like, yeah, let's get onto it, bro.
Yeah. No, not gonna lie. Stormzy has more. Stormzy has more most listeners, but he's got 9 mil. KSI got 5 mil. But DB and Hunter have got about around 2 mil ish, and they're one of the biggest in the UK scene. And the thing is that YouTube is almost like a cheat code because you've already got a fan base. So like, at least for example, 50% of them, even if your music's shit, they'll still listen to it. But if the music's good as well, not only they'll all listen to it, you also get a new fan base because of the music as well. If you know what I mean.
Mm.
Like the whole YouTube rapper thing, I think it's like I don't know, they kind of degrade the rappers more time, even though they're bigger. Like, for example, what this was a funny one. Well, not funny, but like, if you understand my point. KSI, he did a song with Swans and Tion
Tion
Wayne
Wayne.
called Houdini. Yeah, that song is what was it? I think it's Tion Wayne's biggest song. I think is Options or Keisha and Becky, but that's his second one, and Houdini is Swans' most streamed song. I think.
But KSI is there for name, really, because he really had the worst track on the worst verse on the track.
But obviously it was
Honestly, didn't you
his
know?
verse. His verse wasn't bad, but
It
it
wasn't.
was like worst is a stretch. Like it wasn't. It was the least out of the three, but it's
That's
because
what worst means, bro. What do you mean?
no, but worst sounds bad. Worst means was in your voice. His verse was shit. His verse wasn't dead. It was all right in it, but it wasn't like out of the three. I would say, but Tion didn't have. I mean, Swanson have a verse as well. He had the hook.
Yeah, but that's gonna
But
obviously
like
that's gonna bring. That's like, I feel like that's a financial like that's a smart move with Tion Wayne and Stones because that's bringing
exactly,
KSI's fan base that he's taken from like America with the Logan Paul thing, then he brought into music.
yeah.
So if whoever featured KSI, they're gonna get their names gonna start popping up
It
like more.
it that feature helped them more than it helped KSI.
Except him,
Did it
yeah.
help KSI? Like he got them he got them more followers. He got them more streams on their song. Like
And it helps
he
KSI as well, though, because KSI, he doesn't need collabs. Well, KSI's got money. He doesn't really need money. He's not doing music for the money, I don't believe.
yeah, he does it for fun.
KSI does it for fun, but also collabing with them gets him respect. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Most
it,
definitely.
it builds respect for him that he's not just a YouTuber. Like, this isn't
And
diss
then other
tracks. Do you know
rappers
what I
see
mean?
him and then they want to be like, you know what, they've done it. You know what, I might as well too. And the things like KSI is not bad at all. Like from what he used to make, this is way better. Like this is listenable
From
music.
Lamborghini, bro. From
Exactly.
Lamborghini and that song
And bro,
to this.
Lamborghini is one of the I think out of UK rappers, I don't even know if I want to cap, but I think Lamborghini is probably the highest viewed song from the UK. If not, if man's not hot, or if another rapper has a maybe location. Nah, I wouldn't even say location. Lamborghini is on
It
like
can't be
100 mil
lower.
views. Well, what would you say is big in the UK? Like a song that would like maybe options haven't got 100 mil, probably like 30 or 40 mil. Bro, Lamborghini's got
I
100
don't know
million views,
numbers
bro.
like that, bro. You're the one always coming out with the maddest stuff figures. But anyway, to start wrapping this up, so what 3 things would you say the UK scene needs to do to bring us up to the level of what's it called
Listen,
America?
Consistency
I
with
feel
dropping
like
albums and stuff. And
for sure.
Yeah,
I
go
feel we need to
on, Fawwaz.
respect.
like because we got the quality, it's just the
Mm,
quantity that we're missing. That's why our fan base isn't like. That's why like we could actually be worldwide if we want to. Like we could be bigger than Drake and them lot, but it's just
yeah,
because people just don't hear us that often. And when
exactly.
they associate British music, they all hear drill. Because I feel like drill artists drop more than like they're not bad, but, like the more quality, like the better
But that's why they've
artists.
got bigger fan bases than some UK rappers that should have more, but they
Exactly.
decide to focus on quality.
I think what's really killing the UK scene most is that everybody like it's not really like because we know we're better than the US, but like your average person in it, like even your person who doesn't know much about music, they will have more American rapper songs than UK songs. You know what I mean? Because like that's always just how it is in it. Because like even
There's
in
more of
pop,
them, anyways.
even in urban culture, and it like, do you know what I mean? It's just like people are always talking about them. Do you know what I mean? We don't talk about UK rappers the way like the Kendrick and Cole debate. Yeah, that's like a Biggie and Tupac. Like those ones are like legendary debates. What kind of debates do we have here, bro?
DB Hunter.
Nobody's
or hustle certain.
nobody's talking about our music.
Like
So if we don't
only
get
we're talking about.
exactly, if we don't get in their minds as like a few Americans know Dave, they know like they've heard of drill, they know you because obviously Drill's like they do a little bit of drill in America now, innit? Do you know what I mean?
And they got
So they
inspiration.
know about our scene, do you know what I mean? Like
Some
is
rappers
Drake
do
coming
though,
over here to the scene? Or they
and
don't
I
rate
think
us.
in fact, I've got 2 points. First of all, with I feel like it starts from us. Like we don't respect our own music. Like I feel like when I see rappers in the car and they're snapping the music they're listening to, 99% of the time it's American music. If not, it's their boys' music, like someone they fought with. Like when you're stuff like that, it's psychological. Like if you're not listening to that, if you're not pushing that, if you're not pushing your like UK music, who's gonna push it for you?
Yeah,
Like you ain't
safely
getting the
safe.
diverse.
Safely
You
safe.
get the diversity from that. And my second point as well, like I'd say one thing that I loved, I think was about 2019/2018. Like for example, someone like the Plug Records, they allowed things like the crossover to happen between UK and America. Like I feel like that's one of the big things that caused like us to get more listeners. Like for example, DB when they had the song with Lil Baby, that got them recognition. They already had the song with Rich the Kid and Offset, which
Yeah.
all three did well. Huncho's had one with Rich the Kid, and his other was I think his other was somebody else. But like, or for example, Young T and Bugsy, they had a remix with Don't Rush with the Baby, that got them some America.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
so, you see like crossovers like that. That can like it can start to build the bridge between America and UK. So when they listen to the baby and they see, oh, he's got a song with Young T and Bugsy, they'll listen to that. Next thing you know, if they like it, they become a fan. And next thing you know, you've got a decent American fan base.
Mm.
Even some UK rappers try to move over to the US, but for the one that I've seen, which was Young Fume, I don't think it really worked out for him. Like I think he had a song with Dirk, but that was about it. Like
Young
that didn't
Fume
really
is
work.
the guy who does Watch Me Flex.
Yeah, yeah. He
He
lived in
went to
America.
America.
But he's been in America. I think he just I don't know. I think he still lives there now, but he was back in the UK for his I think tape/album. I don't know what it was.
Man. But obviously, I think we are getting more respect, obviously, because obviously, rest in peace, Pop Smoke. He had plans to do a lot more collabs with UK artists before
He
he
even
died.
has, he has like
Exactly.
he's got
Obviously,
a song with Fredo and Younger and the Youngers in Fredo's album, and he's got a
Drake
song
wants
with
to come
24
over here as much as he can, and I rate
Culture
that in it.
Vulture.
Like, let him keep coming over
Yeah.
here. I don't care, bro. If it puts
I don't
us,
care too.
if it raises us up, come and take it, bro. I don't really care. But
Like that song did
also,
well for Heady One, the only
people
female
are
freestyle.
exactly. But I don't really like the song if I'm honest. But I'm glad. I'm glad
But
it's
bro, look at the
succeeding.
views. Look at the views it did. It's probably one of Heady One's most viewed videos, and that was like, Drake did well on it. I didn't think it was Heady's best verse, but you know,
Yeah, that's
that
what I'm
would have
saying. I
got his
don't.
monthly business higher and stuff like that. That could be his first song to even go #1 or whatever, and it would have probably done well in America too. So you know,
Obviously, it has, bro. Even obviously, it has because even the controversial topic of Drake speaking Arabic and the thing meant people were listening to it. And even if if you click on it, you listen to it for 10 seconds, bro, just to
it's a
hear that
view.
one bit. It's a view.
Mm.
But just one of them ones, man. Just one of them ones. I just say, and the last, as your third point, as you said, how would the UK sync be better? I'd say release more, release more. Like quality will go. Like the thing is that you can't please everyone. You can put out
Mm.
your best piece of work, but there will be somebody to say, "Oh no, I prefer this. I prefer Psycho Drama Dave. I prefer Drama Dave. I prefer No Words Dave. I prefer Disaster Dave. Dave. You know what I mean? Like there's somebody that will complain no matter what, and you can't think that if you already know the quality is good, it's up to person's preference to say whether they like it or not. You just gotta drop because you may drop something that you may think is lower quality, but someone will be like, "Nah, that's his best song. I don't care." You just gotta be dropping. Whether you don't have to, maybe an album once a year, or even not album. You gotta drop at least one mixtape and a couple singles, maybe at least once or twice a month. I mean, once in a month, once every month, or once every 2 months, if you want to keep a little bit of a gap. But don't keep your fans waiting because they'll find somebody else to look up to. I mean, to listen to. Like they'll become somebody else's favorite fan. If you got what I mean.
Yeah.
So
I
you
read
know,
that.
they
I
just
read
go.
that.
But shout out to the
You know
UK
what?
scene though. Shout out to
obviously,
the
yeah,
ep15. Hold it
bro.
down
I want to
time.
get obviously we want to get some up and coming rappers on here. You'll probably see it coming soon.
Yeah,
Obviously,
most stuff. I think
keep
that, you
watching,
know,
subscribe, hit us up, all of that. You know what I mean?
I don't be begging to be on the thing as well. Like, if you think that if you hold some weight, and you know, if you feel like you got some, if say for example, if we're talking about artists, if you want to get on the podcast, so you feel like you got some like clout around your name, and you feel like you're a good to have a conversation with, just let us know, man, on our Instagram at them guys podcasting, and we'll just let you, and then just hit up us, let us know.
Trust me. So obviously,
But
you
yeah,
man,
man,
click that subscribe button, click the like button, leave an opinion in the comments. You know what I mean? Or just
talk,
say
man.
anything you want in it. And that's in it. Obviously, I've been this guy. He's been that guy. We've had Mr. Fawwaz here as well.
It's been
His
a blessing.
socials will be in the flipping. What they call it in the description. Alright, cool.
Description,
We've been
innit?
a them
Description.
guys. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We've been a them guys podcast.
No corona,
Thank
no
you very much.
corona from.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.